Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Farihan binti Saidun. My metric card number is C218208A. So today the purpose of this video is to talk about a book review assignment. So let's start with the introduction first. The title of the book that me and my partner chose is The Call of Cthulhu. And The Call of the Cthulhu is written by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. The genre of the book is horror, and the number of page of the book is 136 page in the physical book, while in ebook is 36 page. The year of publication is on February 1928. So next, why did we choose this book? Because first of all, for me, Lovecraft's description are very incredible. His use of language is indomitable, as exemplified by this description of the Cthulhu. And I think it's a great story because that set a legacy of cosmic horror in the mind of readers. Okay, next let's move to the body. The setting in the story is concerned the investigation by Francis Ruston into his late uncle's work, and his uncle name is George Jamal Angel. The first section is about the disgusting play idol. He finds the second concerned a voodoo card, and the third describe a creature they observe in the ocean. There's an overall mystery involved, specifically starting with what the idol represents, then moving into the various cards surrounding the idol. Once the name Cthulhu is explored, there's a mystery. What is this? What is Cthulhu? So the investigation is at the center of the story, and the plot revolves around these mysteries. Already knowing who or what Cthulhu is, the mystery rang a bit hollow to me. Again, so that's because of the modern exposure that Cthulhu has had in pop culture. As a character, Thurston takes the initiative to investigate most of the story. However, because of the various perspective shift, he reads an article on the point. He drifts into the background in most cases. Even many of major revelation about Cthulhu, because Thurston isn't the one directly experiencing them, doesn't hit as hard as it could have. Okay, now let's move to the main character in the story. In this story, we have characters like Francis Wayland Thurston, George Jamal Angel, Henry Anthony Wilcoy, John Raymond Grace, Gustav Johansson, Ol Castro, William Jenny Webb, Joseph de Jalves, Abdul Al-Hazred, and the last is Bryden. So I think that is all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nolia Shafinas Binti Ahmad, and my metric number is C21E1895, and I will continue for the next sessions. The main theme of this story is horror. The Call of Cthulhu, inspired to display a terror that defies descriptions, horrific cosmological forces that defy rational human technique of communication such as writing and speech. The first section of the story, titled The Horror in Clay, implies that people may only glimpse and primordial depths of horror that Cthulhu embodies through dreams and nightmares. Thurston referred to his finding near the end of the story as cosmic horrors, which disturb his sleep, deprive his intellect, and make him a potential assassination target. I have looked upon all the cosmos has to hold the terror, Thurston says at the end of the story. Lovecraft explained how the human constitution is not designed to withstand the knowledge of the universe horrors, which is why the story's opening lines comments the human mind's inability to be merciful. Next is the plot of the main character that I chose, which is Francis Wayland Thurston. Following his grandmaster's uncle's death, Francis Wayland Thurston investigates and discovers the Cthulhu curse. Thurston bases the Call of Cthulhu on his find in his grandparents' things and his own subsequent discoveries. The transcript is divided into 3 sections. The horror in clay, which is explain the granddad uncles and Thurston's discovery of his belongings, as well as the story of Henry Anthony Wilcox, a hypersensitive sculptor. The tale of Inspector Legris, which tells the story of the police inspector encounter with the Cthulhu cult, and The Makers from the Sea, in which Thurston discovers second met with Gustav Johann. Thurston predicts that he will be killed from what he knows at the end of the story, and the title signifies that he has perished. In conclusion, overall the story is worth reading. Lovecraft is a very good author and his work still holds up. It isn't perfect obviously, but it's a great story that set a legacy of cosmic horrors in the minds of the readers. Last but not least, in this story I have learned that don't think too much about negative things because they are not good for us, especially for our mental health. Otherwise, we must also believe that every problem must have a solution. That's all for me. Thank you.